Joanie Loves Chachi. Joanie Loves Chachi is an American sitcom television series and a spin-off of Happy Days that aired on ABC from March 23, 1982 to May 24, 1983. It stars Erin, Moran, and Scott Baio as the characters Joanie Cunningham and Chachi Arcola, respectively. The series was canceled after 17 episodes in its second season due to a drop in ratings. Storyline: the series is set in the early to mid-1960s and follows the exploits of Joanie and Chachi as they moved to Chicago and tried to make it on their own with a rock band and a music career at a time when the British invasion was looming. One episode was titled. It mixed the traditional elements of a sitcom with musical performances on each show by Baio and Moran. In fact, the beginning credits sequence of the show had them singing to each other. Their backup band consists of a spaced-out drummer named Bingo and Chachi's blasé cousins Mario and Annette. The series also starred Ellen Travolta as Luisa Del Vecchio, Chachi's mother, and Al Molinaro as El Del Vecchio, Chachi's stepfather and formerly the owner of Arnold's Drive-In in Happy Days, who opened a restaurant in which Chachi and Joanie performed most of their music. Art Metrano played Chachi's uncle Rico Mastorelli, who was the band's manager and helped Joanie and Chachi advance in their careers. Winifred Friedman played Rico's daughter, Annette, Chachi's cousin and bandmate. Production: Joanie Loves Chachi was the first Miller Boyett and only Gary Marshall-produced sitcom developed by Thomas L. Miller and Robert L. Boyett, and was created by Lowell Gantz, Mark Rothman, and Gary Marshall. This is the only Gary Marshall/Miller Boyett sitcom that does not have Charles Fox and / or Norman Gimbel as the show's theme song/music cue composer. An urban legend circulated that the show was the highest-rated American program ever in Korea due to Chachi being a Korean word for penis. In actuality, the show was never broadcast to the general public of Korea, only to U.S. servicemen stationed in South Korea, and has never even been dubbed or subtitled in Korean. Scott Baio later recalled, "All the Happy Days people had written the first 4 episodes when the show got picked up for series, but then they left to go back to Happy Days, and we were stuck with new writers who didn't know us. So that was a problem. And then some of the people on the show had chemical issues, and that was a problem. It was just on and on and on, and it just sort of all crumbled and fell apart. In retrospect, if given the choice again, I would not have done that show. That was just the wrong idea. If I had to do it all over again, I would have waited till Happy Days was over until I did anything else." Emphasis in original U.S. TV ratings. Reception: the show debuted as a mid-season replacement and initially attracted high ratings, benefiting from 2 factors. It aired immediately following its parent series, Happy Days, and had only reruns competing for its time slot. The ratings plummeted in Season 2, with a move to Thursday nights, which put Joanie Loves Chachi up against the A-Team, and it was pulled from the schedule by the year's end. The characters were rolled back into Happy Days for that program's final season. ABC determined that the show was losing too much of its lead-in, suggesting low appeal if the show were moved. In 2010, TV Guide Network listed the show at #17 on its list of 25 biggest TV blunders. Main cast. Episodes: Season 1 1982, Season 2 1982-1983. Home media. On February 4, 2014, CBS DVD distributed by Paramount released Joanie Loves Chachi, the complete series on DVD in Region 1. In popular media, in the pilot episode of Friends, taped on 4 May 1994, Rachel Green is watching the Happy Days episode of the main character's wedding after she breaks up with her fiancé Barry. She says, "See, but Joanie loved Chachi, that's the difference," on the Beastie Boys track Get It Together, released on 17 March 1994, Guest vocalist Q-Tip likens band member Ed Rock's close relationship with his then-wife Aini Sky to that of Chachi. Joanie Ed Rock himself then replies in rhyme, "'Cause she's the cheese," and the show is referenced in the film A Night at the Roxbury 1998, where the owner of the Roxbury opens a bottle of wine from 1980. A woman says 1980, a good year, then Beauty says yeah. That was when Joanie Loves Chachi premiered. Another woman named Camby says yeah, yeah, Joanie loves Chachi. But does Chachi give a f? The show was referenced twice on Family Guy. In the episode Death Has a Shadow 1999, a clip of the show was seen on TV bloopers and practical jokes, where Baio as Chachi tries to recite the tongue twister Susie sells by the seashore and gets mauled by a bear. In the episode Save the Clam 2013, the guys are stuck at Peter Griffin's house drinking while watching an episode of Joanie Loves Chris Brown on television. The show is referenced in the Bloodhound Gang song, "Yummy Down on This," from their third studio album, Hooray for Boobies, released on 29 October 2000. In 2002, an episode of the nostalgic documentary series I Love the 80s mentioned Joanie Loves Chachi as a topic. In the film Dodgeball, a true underdog story 2004, when White Goodman, played by Ben Stiller, hits Justin with a dodgeball, he says Joanie loves Chachi. In Jason Mraz's 2018 song Unlonely, Mraz references Chachi and Joanie in the line, "We could keep it sweet like Chachi and Joanie."